What's up, my guys, and welcome back to this god-awful show. I'm your host, Cody, and I'm looking at my hair right now, and my barber is about to be pissed when I pull up on him tomorrow with his Arkansas waterfall, because I tell you what, she is a-flowing. But hey, that's tomorrow's problem. Today, let's talk about some damn wrestling. Now, what we do here on the show, the Wrasslin report card, is I take a wrestling show. I break down every match. I give them each a letter grade, and at the end, I tally them some bitches up, and I give that show its own report card. And tonight, WWE presents the SmackDown to all your candy asses as we're celebrating 1,000 days as your reigning, defending, undisputed Universal Champion, Roman Reigns. That's right, baby. Hopefully you acknowledge your tribal chief today. And oh, by the way, your favorite wrestler could never. Just want to put that out there. Also, you got L.A. Knight. Yeah, he's going one-on-one with Montez-The in one of two Money in the Bank qualifying matches. So as y'all can tell, we got a lot to talk about. So without further ado, go on and buckle up because it's going to be a bumpy ride. And let's get to grading, my guy. And tonight, we kick this sumbitch off with the United States Champion, Austin Theory, in the ring. And he brings out his tag team partners for tonight, Pretty Deadly, as they're set to take on the Brawling Brutes. And I'm going to be honest, I just don't know about Pretty Deadly right now. I'm going to give him a chance, but that intro segment tonight, it just wasn't it, my guy. But I tell you what, did this PA crowd love them some Sheamus or what? I mean, who doesn't love my little Irish white chocolate, baby? Now, after that pasty sumbitch hit everybody and their mama with an Irish curse backbreaker, all three members of the Brawling Brutes hit the white noise on them, then boom, it's Sheamus with the bro kick, but it came Pretty Deadly to save the day. And after all six were just going nuts, Pretty Deadly used some trickeration on old Ridge the Fridge, and while my guy was caught in 4K, it was too late as Pretty Deadly hit him with the spilt milk, and ain't nobody kicking out of that, my guy. And okay, maybe I might be rocking with Pretty Deadly after all, because that little apron move they used, that was pretty tight, I ain't gonna lie. That was a good match right there. I'ma slap an A- on that sumbitch, but let's keep the ball rolling up. Next, we go backstage, and as we're getting set to celebrate my guy Roman's 1,000-day reign, no pun intended, we go to Paul Heyman, who's telling Solo that he's going to go talk to Adam Pearce to ensure that the Usos will not be present tonight and ruin anything. But let's go to the tag team division, because up next, we got Gallows and Anderson, that's right, taking on Hit Row. And was Michael Cole here dropping bars on commentary? I tell you what, and Hit Row were taking every shortcut in the book, but then came the big LG, and that big old sumbitch just cleaned house, and the Good Brothers hit the Magic Killer, and ain't nobody kicking out of that, my guy. Then on his birthday, AJ Styles topped it off with the phenomenal forearm, unfortunately, to my guy Top Dollar, but that's alright. That was a solid match right there. I'm gonna slap a B- on that sumbitch, and then we gonna move over, because up next, it's the Disaster from Down Under. Man, that is such a badass nickname, by the way. But yeah, we got the Grayson Waller effect taking over Friday Night SmackDown, and his guest is the Raw, yeah, you heard that right, Women's Champion Asuka, and Triple H has to be messing with us by this point. I'm totally convinced he's just playing a joke on all of us, and it's very cruel. But anyways, with Money in the Bank coming up come July 1st, Asuka's gonna have a huge target on her back. Then next thing you know, out comes Io Sky, and I tell you what, I can watch those two go at it all day. Do I understand anything they're saying? No, but those two will still have me ready to run through a brick wall. Then out next comes Bayley, and instantly Michael Cole goes, well, there goes the ratings. I'll tell you what, that damn near made me spit my bush light out everywhere. Michael Cole is a savage now that Vinnie Mac ain't in his ear every week talking about, tell everybody that Sasha Banks is a disgrace. Hey, anyways, next out came Shotzi Lacey Evans with her dirty piss-soaked boots, as well as Zelina Vega, Long Live La Chancla. Now, as all five of them were arguing in the ring, Asuka just snuck up the ramp back up on the stage and let them know that nobody is ready for Asuka, but she should have checked her six first. You always got to check your six, Asuka, because out came a pissed off Bianca Belair. And I tell you what, her and Asuka were just throwing down, and poor Jason Jordan was out there having to hold back a damn tank in Bianca Belair, which is no easy task, my guy. And I tell you what, that's probably been my favorite woman segment in a long time. You really had a lot of girls out there showcasing them. You had some good shit talking going on. I always love that. I'ma slap an A on that sumbitch. I can't wait to see this version of Bianca Belair moving forward. I think it's gonna be lit. And don't go anywhere, because this goes straight into our first of 2 Money in the Bank qualifying matches. Is up next, you got Zelina Vega taking on Lacey Evans. Now, after Lacey Evans called her a shrimp earlier, I tell you what, Senorita Cameron, she brought it tonight as she hit the code red, and ain't nobody kicking out of that, my guy. And in 2023, Zelina Vega continues her historic year and becomes the first woman to qualify for Miss Money in the Bank. That's what I'm talking about right there. I'ma slap a C+ on that sumbitch. I think that's exactly how that should have went down. Now, next, we're gonna jump over into our second qualifying matches. You got Montez-The going up against LA Knight. Yeah! And forget all the piped in boos for LA Knight. The crowd was actually booing Montez tonight. And I gotta admit, on a real note, my guy right there is ready for that heel turn. Just turn him, Bianca, and Dawkins all at once. But hey, that's another story. Anyways, this crowd was electric, and these two played their parts extremely well. But at the end of the day, LA Knight is still the heel, and after a series of counters, LA Knight rolled that sumbitch up and grabbed the ropes to ensure the victory. And LA Knight, yeah, is your first, entry in the men's Money in the Bank ladder match. And that's what I'm talking about right there. Hopefully it's either him or, you gonna hate me for this, Dominic Mysterio to pull that briefcase down. And I mean, we just gotta admit it though, LA Knight is over, and maybe this is a long shot, but why not catapult him up to the top and have him cash that sumbitch in on Roman Reigns? I know that's long-term thinking, but for the match right there, I'ma slap an A- on that sumbitch. Then, after a hella trippy package from the even newer weird-ass white girls in the WWE, next, we got the Game. Triple H coming down to the ring to celebrate the greatest of all time, our tribal chief, Roman Reigns, as he celebrates his 1,000 days as your reigning, undisputed WWE Universal Champion. And Triple H lets us know, just like we all know, that in boxing you got Muhammad Ali, in basketball you had Michael Jordan, but in the WWE today, 9 years after the chair shot heard around the world, might I add, Roman Reigns is that guy. And like him or not, you better acknowledge, or else Solo Sikoa will show up to your house and thumb your chest vigorously. I mean, okay, maybe not, but I'm not gonna chance it. Now, anyways, after 27 minutes, Roman finally made his way down to the ring, and Triple H presented the champ with a brand new, undisputed WWE Universal Championship title. And I tell you what, that sumbitch was shiny. But right as Roman Reigns was about to talk, the Usos music hit, and when we came back from the break, we got Jimmy Uso face to face with his cousin, Roman Reigns. So Roman simply looked over at Jay and said, kick him in the face, kick your brother in the face. Jesus. And the funniest part of all this was when Roman looked over and said, I'm not gonna say it again, kick him in the face. Like, did you not just hear yourself? Like, you my guy and all, but hey, I ain't gonna question the tribal chief. Now, as Roman's clearly starting to lose his shit, Jimmy cut him off and said, lately, you ain't been such a good brother. Then he started looking over at Solo and telling him, hey, Roman's just gonna use you, then abuse you and kick you to the curb like he always do. So Roman was like, hey, enough of all that. Let's just hear it from Solo. Let the man talk for himself. So he handed Solo the mic, who said, I acknowledge you, but these two, they my brothers. And then he went over and sided with the Usos, and Roman's starting to snap. He's starting to snap, but Jimmy stepped up and mushed his face in. Like, by God, you should have seen everybody's face in the crowd, and you should have especially seen Paul Heyman's face. That was cracking me up. Then we got Jay in there trying to keep the peace. It's about to crumble, and with tears in his eyes, Roman embraced Jimmy, but declined his offer. And then by God, it's Solo Sikoa with the double cross as he hit his own brother Jimmy Uso with the Umaga spike before walking off with both Roman Reigns and the Wise Man. And right before it ended, Paul Heyman looked at Roman Reigns and said, what about Jey Uso? And Roman said, Jay gonna do what he always do. He gonna fall in line. And yo, I tell you what, you could bring anybody that doesn't even watch wrestling and have them watch the Bloodline story, and I tell you what, that shit needs to be up for an Emmy, my guy. I mean, it's getting an A+. What else you want me to say? And again, y'all can hate Roman Reigns all you want, but this almost 3 years as champion now has probably been the most entertaining run in at least 10 years. I'm just gonna say it. I mean, everything he does, you're invested in. You can argue with your uncle and them. I'm not going to. I mean, I might in the YouTube comments. I'm a little petty. But hey, like I said, that's gonna get an A+. And as y'all know, we got to the part of the show where we got all the grades in. Now let's take a look at the report card, my guy. After tallying everything up, we came out with a final letter grade of a B+. That's right at 89%. Almost got that A-. I tell you what, I mean, that was a great episode of SmackDown right there. I'm going to hit him with my Angelo Dawkins because Triple H is cooking. My guy, I tell you what, well, I appreciate all y'all tuning in. If you haven't already, please subscribe to the channel. You can like or comment as well. That would be dope. I'm your host, Cody. I hope all of you beautiful folks stay safe out there. Shout out to Bobby Knifehawk. Go follow him on SoundCloud. And have a nice day.